thank you so much. We just had our closing upstairs at First American Title here in Missoula, and I just wanted to thank you so much for your business and your trust, okay? And so I just had some questions. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right,
yes,
great.
Absolutely.
How did you hear about the Jason Baker team?
Well, this was kind of funny because I got this phone call, and there's this man named Jason Baker, and he's saying, "I'm just calling to see if you know anyone who wants to sell their home." And I says, "Well, actually, we had ours on the market and took it off a few months ago."
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it happened.
Because I had your neighbor's house across the street that we just closed last month.
Right.
So yeah, I was just calling through the neighborhood just to see,
Right.
and so I'm so glad we bumped into each other.
Yeah, it was great. It was synchronistic.
Yeah, it was really good. It was definitely good timing, almost like it was meant to be.
Exactly.
Which is good.
Exactly.
So the concept of a team, the teams are new to Montana. They've been going on for about 10 years in big time in other states. But in Montana, the team concept is very new. How it used to be was, the listing agent would come, or a real estate agent would come. There was no differentiation. Let me start that over. There was no differentiation between the listing agent and the buyer's agent. So now that the teams come along, there's about 108 different things that a listing agent would need to do in order to get your house ready for sale, market the home, get the offer, and then all the millions of things in follow-up. And what ends up happening is they have zero time left to sell your home because they're out putting a sign in, they're out taking photos, they're out doing the ads, they're out answering the phone, they're out showing other properties besides yours. And so the reason why I started doing teams was simply because I could provide you with a systematic formula that would help you sell your home for the most amount of money. And I'm not an analytical person, so I could put someone in those analytical roles that have to dot the I's and cross the T's for you on your behalf and fund that without charging you more than any other realtor.
Right.
So you basically got 7 for the price of 1. Did you feel that?
Right. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
How did you like the whole team concept?
I really did. Once I understood, the concept of it and who to call for what particular thing, and they were always there.
Right.
And Deb was incredible for getting a hold of me, letting me know what was next, what she needed.
Right. And that's the analytical that I was talking to you about. Like, I'm the high energy sales guy, right?
Yes.
So I come in, my job is to obviously have you sign the listing paperwork at first, okay? Because I am a salesperson, so I have to ask for the sale. Imagine that. Was it okay? Was I a big brute? Was I nice about it?
You were very nice about it, and we've enjoyed you very much.
Yeah, and the same thing too. I was like, man, I'm running over here in the snowstorm for the closing, so which was great. So, but that's it. So I'm the high energy guy. I'm the guy that I talk to the other agents about, and I try to provoke or solicit an offer on your property for the most amount of money and handle those negotiations. Along the way, obviously, we had. Did you enjoy when Zoe came over?
Oh, she was great.
Yeah.
She was really great.
Yeah.
And
what did you like about what Zoe did and that kind of marketing that you got?
Oh my gosh, it was so incredible because we had never seen really that kind of a video.
Right.
We had never seen that kind of video, and then the
Matterport thing. Yeah. So you're talking about the drone and the Matterport.
Drone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that Matterport is an interior 360-degree, a 3D virtual tour, basically is what that is. And so you were able to send that out, put that on social media, and that really helps us sell homes to people because they can see exactly what's inside your home and actually walk through it. It's called Matterport. So you saw that and you liked that?
That was really good.
Okay, awesome.
That was good.
And then she flew the drone. Did she hit any pine trees?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She didn't.
Okay, because the first time when I was training Zoe, it's because sometimes I'm not the greatest trainer, she did hit a pine tree. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That's 100% true.
It's 100% true. But the great thing was nobody died, and I got to get a new drone. And I really wanted that new drone, So Zoe, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
So,
well, you don't very often get to see. Well, you don't get to see your property from the sky.
And that's the thing. The reason why I believe the drone really helps sell property, and the reason why I do all of these things is to help sell the property for more, and to have. And to basically have people coming in and out of that house as much as possible. And when the photos are dark or someone goes around with a cell phone and takes photos like this, it just looks terrible. And quite frankly, you're paying them 6 or 7%. And don't you feel like you deserve more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, so for us, you get all of that great marketing, and you get 7 people, 6 plus me, working together for the same price.
Right.
You know, so,
Right,
and you can
exactly.
see the value in that. So,
Yeah.
so I'm the sales guy, and then it goes to Rachel, who's just calm and sweet, calls you every week, right?
Yes.
And you got constant updates from her
Yes.
while it was on the market. She
Yes.
sets it up, makes sure it's accurate in the MLS,
Right.
and just calls to check on you and see how she's doing. Rachel's our amiable,
Yeah.
and she's just
Yeah.
our sweet, calming voice, you know,
Yeah.
because after me, that's what you need.
Well, and as sellers, we need that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because you get kind of tense.
It's
and
stressful.
It is stressful.
It
yes.
really is. And then, of course, Zoe came and did great marketing, made your house look awesome.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the offer came in, you noticed how analytical and thorough Deb is.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
because with my energy, my job is to find you a buyer. Admittedly, I'm not the paperwork guy, but I pay
Yeah.
for someone who is.
Yes.
Of course, she's not a paperwork guy, she's a paperwork gal.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
Another question. So the communication was clear. You understood what everybody did,
Well,
although
let's
it was
not leave
different.
out Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, and I was going to get to that. So my next question was going to
Yes.
be, and I promise it's in here.
Okay.
I promise, because believe me, I can't forget my wife Sarah.
No.
But you were worried when I was there. I remember when we were talking. You were worried that perhaps you weren't going to be able to find it. I think Dawn, you were as well. Okay. We were worried about moving from, and this is so common in our limited inventory market. Were you worried that you weren't going to be able to find that perfect home, and you were going to kind of be either living under a bridge or something else? So you had a fear. I remember when I was sitting there, one of the reasons why you were a little hesitant to sign was because you were just worried about that transition into another home. Do I
Right.
remember that correctly?
Right,
Yeah.
yes,
Tell me more
yes.
about that.
Well, I didn't want to have us have to rent
Right.
to store our goods, and I didn't want to have to stay with our daughter because that would be extra for her. But Sarah was right there. I could call her and say, okay, we found these things we want to look at,
Right.
and then that condo just fell into place.
It's
But she
amazing.
was there, Johnny, on the spot, no
Yeah.
matter what I wanted
Yeah,
to look at.
that's
When
right.
I got discouraged,
Yeah. Yeah.
she would keep looking, and
Yeah.
this one just popped up.
She's amazing, and somehow she's put up with me for
And
the last
she's very
14
calm.
years. Well, she's calm.
very calm.
She's amiable and analytical, and that's what you really
Yes.
need in a
Yeah.
buyer's agent. You
Yes.
really need to have that because again, it's stressful. So you need someone to be able to research the properties and find what you need
Right.
in that price range.
Right.
So, and I just wanted to thank you for trusting me. I know when a salesperson comes in there first with all of my energy, you're like, yeah, right, he'll never find it, But we've been 100% successful at finding our sellers their next home, and nobody has lived in a tent yet.
Yes.
Though we did have one client that wanted to live in a camper for a few months.
Yeah.
But that was his
That was
choice.
his choice,
It wasn't
yeah.
his wife's choice, I can tell you. But anyhow, they're still married, so this is good.
Yeah.
So overall, so the communication was good, the marketing was good. How about the pricing? Did you get what you? I mean, was the net value and the purchase price on your next home? Did that all work out good? Your financial,
It
your
really
nets?
did.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
It covered
Yeah.
and I pray for everything.
That's right,
So
me
it
too.
just fell in place.
Yes. I'm right there with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
So that was really good as well.
So overall, I think we are very happy about it. I really like the idea of a team.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, and it's good you can see the benefit. It's different, and some people don't get it. They want just to call that one person. And admittedly, in the past, I just haven't really been clear on who to call. But now we have all of that stuff for the last 6 months. We've really explained this team good. And before that, it was a little confusing for people, and I take full ownership of that because every day I'm trying to improve my business. So speaking of which, what would you do better? Is there anything that you would change if you were me, besides my gray hair?
Oh, I'm there with you, you just can't see it. Dawn, do you think
Dawn,
there's
what could I do
anything
better
change?
as a business person that you are? Is there anything I could do better on my team? Is there anything?
I don't think.
I'm not insulted. I mean, I want to know because I want to make this perfect.
Anything other than lower your darn commission. That'd be the only thing. So.
I really feel
lower my commission. Do you feel
Yeah.
I earned my commission?
I feel
Yeah.
you all earned
Great.
it. I
Thank you
really
very
do,
much.
because anything I needed, anything we needed was
Right.
right there for us.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, I appreciate that. So I guess the last thing is, and thank you for that. Like I love constructive criticism because nobody matters more to me than my clients. And so if there's something I can do better, I certainly want to know. So thanks for that, you guys. So the last thing is would you refer the Jason Baker team to your family and your friends?
Absolutely, without question.
Awesome. And my real estate
Without
coach
question.
and without question, thank you for that trust. And my real estate coach would be very mad if I did not ask you, do you know anyone looking to buy or sell real estate right now that I could help?
You know, we don't, but I'll tell you,
Yeah.
if we do, you will
Great.
be the first one
All right.
we call.
Well, God bless you, and I want my hug
And
now.
you too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
We really appreciate you.